What's going on, everyone? It's Jed. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I did. Friday we celebrated Eid, some family and friends, and yeah, it was a great time. But anyway, back to business, back to crypto. We have Bitcoin in front of us. Um, yeah, what an insane past few days. We pretty much have seen Bitcoin fall below this very important level, this daily origin support. So if we go to the daily time frame, right, guys, red is all daily time frames, blue is 4 hour, and orange is 1 hour. So keep in mind, guys, I haven't updated these levels yet. I like to update them with you, so we can get a it's how you. I think it's a great way to learn. So yeah. So sorry, this wasn't a origin level. This was actually a daily. This is daily swing high of the low, and as you can see on the daily time frame, it rejected it. It hard closed above it, and although it was a hard close, Bitcoin did fall. It could not support the move, and it fell to these 4 hour levels here in blue. But most importantly, these levels, these candle closes, these hard closes are now below the daily supports. So now what's holding it are just 4 hour tested levels, and although they are currently supporting the trend, you got to keep in mind they are tested, and they're also smaller time frames. So you can think of smaller time frames as not as strong levels. The higher the time frame, the stronger they are. Okay, and also that again, these are tested levels, so the demand's not entirely there. So in a scenario like this where it's retesting smaller time frame levels, we would have to go back to the 4 hour and let's start cleaning up the charts and see what's valid and what's not valid. We can delete these 1 hours. We can delete this 4 hour here. We can keep these. This is a 1 hour, so we can check that later. We can keep this 4 hour downtrend. As for this 4 hour uptrend, we can now evolve it to the next swing low. So as you guys can see, as soon as it broke below this uptrend, guys, keep in mind, guys, look, the second point was made on April 3rd. This was so exact, this was so pinpoint for a reason, because there were buyers here, right? This was a psychological level. People thought the level would hold. There are people that leverage. There are so many people that were interested. Well, not so many people, but a small percent of people were interested, hoping that this uptrend would support the move. But as you guys can see, it did not. And when trend breaks below uptrends, I'm sorry to say this so many times, we see a drop or a pump, vice versa, in the respective time frame next to its next untested support, or next tested or untested support, whatever's first. As you can see, it tested the 4 hour swing low here, untested. So as you guys can see, this was originally untested, hence the small bounce. But like I said in the last update, or I think the Telegram, I mentioned that I did have a feeling it would end up breaking both here and here. So yeah, let's go back to updating our levels. We're gonna move this, make sure our magnet tool is on, and we're just gonna move it right here. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to the daily and see what these dotted levels are. Okay, we can remove this. Oops, we can move this level, and we can remove this daily time frame. Yeah, let's this is a daily. We can just remove this daily. This 4 hours giving us a more accurate reading, as you guys can see here. This was tested again, guys. This was a tested level. As you see, Bitcoin just broke right through it, although it did end up rejecting it over here, but we can move that. It's invalid now. Same with here as well. This it broke right through it, but it still used it as resistance, because as soon as trend broke below it, it moves up and this still acts as resistance. So let's delete that now. Now we have a much cleaner chart. So hopefully that helps you, sort of helps you clean your chart as well. Whatever you had, we can always compare to this, or if I miss anything, feel free to, drop a comment. But anyway, acts as support, now acts as resistance. Perfect touch. Okay, so what we want to see here now, what can I say about Bitcoin? What we want to see here now, that although it's holding a smaller time frame like the 4-hour, although this level is supporting the move and it is tested, guys, what we want to see is Bitcoin continue making these higher lows. So obviously, swing low here. This is what it's testing. Let's just delete this. Okay, this is the second point of its ladder now. Okay, so now what we can do locally, sorry guys, I'm all over the place, but now what we can do here is that we can move, actually update another 4-hour local uptrend to here, and let's make this a little thinner and make this blue. So now what you see, guys, here is a local apex, right? And it can happen a little bit earlier, it can happen a little bit before, but now we have a much better estimate of when we can see some volatile action. And what we want to see here is Bitcoin, to continue to moving up and, sort of climbing up and grinding up, and giving it this will give it the opportunity to enter in a proper accumulation, and to start testing these levels here. But just keep in mind, we do have this downtrend suppression, so if it does go up, it can reject those levels, but we also have this 4-hour downtrend that's also suppressing price. So there's multiple levels, multiple things that are going to be suppressing Bitcoin, but that's generally what we want to see for anyone that's bullish, that that wants to trade Bitcoin, anyone that's bullish on Bitcoin. So right now, yeah, that's what we want to see. Let's see if I'm missing anything. I'm actually missing another local downtrend here. So here we involve it. Okay. So actually, yeah. So this was, so we can't. I'll have to wait till the next candle close, till the next red daily candle close to evolve it. But as you guys can see here, even at this level, this was able to predict the local apex. It's a small move, but yeah, 2.6%, but again, this downtrend was able to predict the apex, the volatile movement here. And then again, once we see a red candle close, then we can evolve it to here. For here, you can see how it breaks out of the apex. So, I mean, we can move it here. I mean, there's still 17 minutes to this candle. So if it's a red close, then we can keep it here. But if it's a green candle, we would have to wait. So let's just move it back here to not confuse you guys. So yeah, so what is my opinion on Bitcoin, guys? Again, what we want to see, let's just mark these levels. These are swing highs. Okay, I don't want to miss anything. This is pretty much, we could do the body too if you want. Do the body here. Okay, so what we want to see for Bitcoin, like I just said, if I will remain bullish. I'm bullish because it's able to create a second point of its ladder, and it already retested this level. So locally, that's a bullish sign. That we want to see is the next candle to pretty much either break above it and hard close it, or if it does reject it and there's a red candle close here, we want to see it maintain support on this uptrend or this 4-hour swing low of the high. And again, just continue laddering as we get closer to this apex. We want to see, I really would like to see Bitcoin to move up and start retesting these, actually not retesting, but start testing these untested levels. That would be great. So locally, yeah, I am bullish, but overall, when we look at the general picture of things, on a macro scale, I still think Bitcoin is bearish. So let's go back on the daily time frame. Yeah. So yeah. So if pretty much if we lose this, 1 second, let me see something. Yeah. So pretty much if we lose this daily, it's dropping. It's dropping all the way down to here, to this next daily. So yeah. So very important that Bitcoin continues to ladder up on those local, smaller time frames, as well as maintain this local uptrend. And yeah, as long as it can do that, it can pretty much, increase the chance of it, retesting this daily level, which is super, super key, super important to hold, along with this uptrend, right? Because if this 4-hour uptrend breaks, it's probably going to drop down to this daily. And yeah, that wouldn't be good. So yeah, that's the Bitcoin update, guys. Hope that was good. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Just shoot me a DM or message in the general chat. See ya. Bye.